everyone, I'm Kelly Heidbrader and this is Lenawee. We take our cameras to all of the different school districts around Lenawee County to give you that first-hand look at how hard our teachers work and the wonderful things our kids are learning. We're proud to say that we produce a 45-minute cooking show that's like the hit show Chopped on the Food Network. We call our version Minced. And you might have already watched that whole show right here on our LISD-TV YouTube page. We wanted to give you just a taste of what it takes to put that show together because it sure is amazing. Come on, guys! Welcome to Minced. It's the high school version of the hit show Chopped on the Food Network. Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly Heidbrader, your host. We take 4 of our students here at the Lenawee Intermediate School District Culinary Program, and we put them to the test.
That looks like a complete throw.
They have to take these ingredients and make some unforgettable dishes to win over this panel of judges, or they will be minced. Our first student chef is Corey Marion, a junior at Madison High School, and she is bringing her A game to Minced. She's a tough tomboy, that girl next door, but this girl has her own set of chef knives, and she knows how to use them in this kitchen. She says she can run rings around these guys. Chef number 2, Dean Hackett. He's a junior at Tecumseh High School, and he is bringing his artistic talent to the table. This is his first year in the culinary arts program, and he knows his way around the pantry, and he's ready to whip up his best.
I'm back again.
Why?
Our third chef, Anthony Del Rosario. This is his second time up against the minced clock. And last time, he was known as the accident-prone chef, and he didn't disappoint. He cut his finger, but he kept plugging along. Can he get his redemption in this minced kitchen?
Evan Norton, second-year student in PM. Do you even know who he is?
Not really.
No, I have no idea.
Do you know anything about Evan?
Nope, I don't think so.
And finally, our fourth chef, senior Evan Norton from Wildcat Country in Onstead. He may not be on time, but we expect Evan to bring his big size and his big bright personality to his cooking. Can this lady killer kill it in the kitchen? There are 3 rounds: appetizer, entree, and dessert. Each course has its basket of mystery ingredients, and you must use every ingredient in the basket in some way. Also available to you are our pantry and fridge. Each round is timed, and when we are done, the judges will critique all of your dishes, and if you don't make the cut, you will be minced.
I'm way better than last year.
Chefs, open your first basket. Your first basket will include ground beef, dried apricots, oyster crackers, almond butter, chipotle salsa, and dill pickle spears.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
We've got 20 minutes on the clock. Chefs, your time starts now.
Come on, y'all!
I was very hesitant on what we had. Just getting thrown ingredients, having to do something with it was very kind of stressful almost. I made a meatball with oyster crackers.
Waiting for my pan to heat up, and I decided to do a burger dip with green peppers, cheddar cheese with the chipotle sauce in it to flavor.
I got the basket, opened it up, and I was like, what the heck is this? There was like some ground meat. So the first thing I was thinking about, I'm like, all right, let's do a meatball. Cooked it up, and it kind of broke apart, so yeah, that meatball, that idea was gone.
When I opened my basket, I was a little bit surprised at what I saw with the ground beef. My first idea was to make a meatball and put the pickle in the middle.
Chef Anthony Del Rosario, second time around. Anthony, tell us what you made for your appetizer round.
Well, for the appetizer, I wanted to go with a traditional appetizer, so small plates. What you're seeing is a bed of kind of the oyster crackers, and I mixed kind of the dried apricots with it because I wanted kind of a fruity flavor under it.
A nice touch with the rosemary, you know, on the beef. It's pretty good. It's a bit dry. The meat is a little bit dry.
I thought it was good. I agree, the meat's a little bit dry. It was the most aesthetically pleasing plate so far. It was nice to look at. I like the flavor. I like the rosemary.
I'd have to agree with the other two judges. I think the pepper was a nice touch to it, not only for looks, but it gave a little extra in the taste.
Who will be minced? Wasn't that fun? And we're very happy to say that this show won a Michigan Association of Broadcasters Award and also an Emmy. Our video and audio production kids really got to pull out all of their skills and put them together on a big production like this. And then we loaded those students into a bus, and then we took them on a tour of 13 ABC so they can see what happens behind the scenes of a real television station. So let's get on the bus with them.
No 2 days are the same. I mean, you can have in your mind what you want to do when you come into work because you have certain plans to do. But if something is broke, you can't put your plans in the forefront. You have to do plans for something else. You have to actually repair the things that they break. So every day is different. It doesn't really matter what you want to do, it's what has to be done.
You have to know a little bit of everything. Yeah, you gotta know how to interact with the people, but you gotta make sure your stuff looks good. 4 o'clock today, somebody's gonna hand me something that has to air at 5 o'clock. And it has to be done. I mean, so that's, a lot of days it's not like that where you have a little time you can work on stuff.
It's like a family, really, when you come down to it. I mean, there are a lot of people that stick around that could go elsewhere. I mean, I myself included, I've looked on moving on a number of times, but I like the people I work with. I mean, I'm 67. I could have retired at 62, but I like what I do. And
in 3, 2.
We're LISD here at 13 ABC.
And we're taking over.
It's win or go home for the Toledo Walleye, literally.
It's going to be a steady day.
It's always good to see what industry professionals are doing and how their skill sets line up with our classrooms. We're going to take a quick break and then give you some tips on how to help your pets get through severe storms and tornadoes.
If you don't fix them, sparks from dragging tow chains could cause a wildfire, and that could be scary. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Today, 1 out of every 4 American kids is Hispanic. That means many of the future doctors who will care for us, the engineers who will build our cities, the scientists and entrepreneurs of our country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why we want you to know you are not alone. And every day more people support you to make it happen. Many support you, and the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. HSF.net.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund breeding.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
By now, you should have a family plan for severe weather, and you should also have a box of emergency supplies in a safe location just in case severe weather strikes. But does that plan include your pet? Well, it should. Our Lenawee County Emergency Manager, Curtis Parsons, has some ideas for you.
Hello, I'm Curtis Parsons, Lenawee County Emergency Management Coordinator. Your pet has basic needs just like any other member of the family. Here are some things that you can do to prepare your pet for a tornado. Create an emergency supply for your pet that includes a leash and a collar, transport carrier, food and water, 3 to 5 day supply, medications, vaccination history, rabies certificate, waste disposal, blankets, favorite toy, veterinarian's contact information, special supplies for pets such as birds, pocket pets, or reptiles such as a heat lamp. Make sure your pets are current on all vaccinations. Develop an evacuation plan for your pets. For public health reasons, many evacuation shelters are not able to accept pets. Identify pet-friendly locations in case you need to evacuate. A good source is www.petswelcome.com. Check with boarding facilities, pet-friendly hotels, veterinarian clinics, relatives or family friends outside the impacted area. Ensure your pet can be identified. All pets should have some sort of identification, like a collar with a tag or a microchip. Take a photo of your pet and keep it with your medical records, including any proof of ownership materials such as registration, proof of purchase, adoption records, and microchip information. Practice getting the entire family, including your pet, to the tornado safe area before a tornado actually occurs. Practice how to quickly and safely secure your pet in an emergency. After a tornado, once the all clear has been issued for your area, make sure that family members are safe and secure. Afterward, assess damages and stay safe by following the appropriate steps. Inspect your property and motor vehicles for damage. Write down the date and list the damages for insurance purposes. Take pictures and videos of the damage. Check for electrical problems or gas leaks and report them to your local utility company at once. Watch out for and stay at least 25 feet away from any power line, and always assume that the power line is live. If a power line is in contact with a medical fence or vehicle, do not attempt to remove it. Stay out of the damaged buildings until you are sure that they are safe and will not collapse. Secure your property if possible from further damage or theft. Use only chlorinated or bottled water for drinking. Check your food supply, because if stored in a refrigerator or freezer with no power, food will spoil. Use food and water supplies in your emergency preparedness kit for your family if power is out. I'm Curtis Parsons, Lenawee County Emergency Management Coordinator, and I want you and your families to be safe during the severe weather season.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him and
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Go for a mouthful, go for the fun.
Come on, go for cake!
Cakes are for everyone. Just one stack is what it takes, and it's go for cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. There's always room for more Gopher cakes. Empty the box, then reload. Eat those Gopher cakes till you explode.
Exercised lately?
Till you explode.
Don't let E. coli mosh with your food. An estimated 3,000 Americans die from a foodborne illness each year. So always separate raw meat from vegetables. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov.
We're bringing employers right here to the Tech Center to meet our students. Our instructors work really hard to build their programs with input from employers from around Michigan and Ohio. Some programs are tailored to train students to work on specific equipment in the core areas of manufacturing, like welding, mechatronics, engineering, construction, robotics, automotive and repair, and collision expertise. And now that they have some training, we bring in the employers, and our students get to interview them. We call it the reverse job fair. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Gabe Kirkendall.
I'm a junior at Madison High School, and this is my first year with the video audio production team. We're at the LISD Tech Center Reverse Job Fair. This is where we invite employers all around the region to our school so the Tech Center students can show off their job skills and hopefully get a job. Let's check it out.
Well, we host this for a couple of reasons. I don't know if I'd say first and foremost, it gives our employers here in the local area an opportunity to see what talent we're developing. And on quite a few occasions, there is a match made in terms of they may have an entry-level position where they're interested in some of our students. But the second reason we host it is equally important, is the opportunity for our students to get some experience talking to employers, getting a little bit of an introduction to a real-life interview. Obviously, it's usually a little shorter than they would see if they're scheduled to go into an office or a workplace to do it, but some real good experience talking with employers and getting a feel for what they're looking for as well.
How does this job fair help students here in Lenawee County?
Well, we've got a lot of students gaining a lot of skills in this building, and 26 different programs. All are gaining relevant skills to the local employers out there. And this event connects our students to local employers. The growth of this event, we started 4 years ago. We had 15 employers come to the event, and we considered that a success. This year, we're hoping to top 50. In fact, I think we've already topped 50 employers. To me, that's a success. Employers are seeing our Tech Center, the LISD Tech Center, as a viable place to come to get their next generation of workers.
Do you see any qualified prospects?
Everywhere, every table. Like I said, mechanics, diesel mechanics, that's the big thing. Construction, we do construction. A lot of qualified. It's nice to, walk around every table. Every table, I could spend, hours talking to.
Tell me about your company.
I'm with GB Manufacturing. We're located, headquartered out of Delta, Ohio. We have 5 different locations, southern Ohio to the middle of Indiana, about 250 employees, and we're here today looking at the machining program and possibly some of the welding program as well.
Do you see any qualified prospects?
Yeah, right now we have 2 kids that we're very interested in, so I'd probably be making job offers to at least 2 kids.
What is the starting pay scale for those positions?
Those positions depend upon the skill of the employee. We will probably start around $16 an hour and evaluate the student over the first few months and then adjust accordingly.
How do you think this job fair helps employability in the state of Michigan?
Well, we're out of Ohio, but we think just generally if you can come out and have entry-level skills. Normally, if you start training somebody that doesn't have an entry level, they cost you money for the first 2 years. So we're hoping to avoid that period of time where they actually cost us money to hire them.
Anything else you would like to add?
We're very impressed with the program here at LISD. We came over and toured it a couple of months ago. So we're actually considering some engineering summer interns as well, and even some of the IT programs. So there's a lot that the LISD has to offer for us.
How do you think this would help them in the workforce?
I think today at the job fair will help them a lot, because I know a few were nervous. They had to dress up a little bit different than they normally do. They had to approach employers and be ready for that handshake and that first impression. So I think it will help them get a job. The skills we teach them will help them keep the job, but if we don't teach them these skills too, they won't ever probably get a good job.
Do you think your students are qualified for positions in the field?
Very much so. Right now, industry is struggling to find people that have entry-level skills in machining, so yes, they're quite prepared.
This job fair grows every year, and we're seeing more and more students working hard to fill those Lenawee County job opportunities. And that's what makes Lenawee County a strong place to live. Well, that's our show. Thanks for sharing some time with us. If you see something amazing going on right here in Lenawee County, just email us. We'd love to hear about it at LISD-TV@LISD.us. I'm your host, Kelly Hyde-Breeder. Make it a great day, Lenawee.